So I got this comment here recently. It said, so that insurance isn't in any way comparable to the growth power of these other accounts? Let me show you how you need 9.62% every single year without ever incurring a loss if you only have 1% in money under management fees coming off just to compare to this. Okay, so how do I make that claim? Well, let's look at an example. And I gotta say, this is such a common myth about how insurance growth sucks. You see, that is just a portion of the conversation. You have to have the whole context. So these accounts, as this guy mentioned in this comment, he referenced retirement accounts, 401ks and Roths. So those accounts are, their primary purpose is retirement income. There's never really a strategy that I've seen where someone's to grow their 401k and then at retirement they take 100% of the value and deplete it out. That is a very large W-2 for that year and will put all that money at the highest tax bracket possible. The plan is to deplete it out over time, meaning retirement income. Okay, so let's have the income conversation and see if these are comparable. So let's first look at the insurance. And in this example, a guy does 50 grand a year for 10 years, then lets it ride, doesn't do any more contributions for the next 10. And at the beginning of year 21, he takes income from his life insurance. Well, if you recall, it's a collateral strategy, not a depleting strategy. So your withdrawal rate is higher, almost double. You can safely pull about 6% of your insurance values in the form of income. So over the first 10 years, this 50 grand, we'd have a cash value at the end of year 10 of about 532. So you got every dollar you put in plus. Did it kill it? Is it worth $1 million? No, but you don't need it to be. Let me show you. At year 20, you'd have approximately $916,000. So if we take 6% of the $915,936 in cash value, a 6% distribution creates approximately $54,900 of completely tax-exempt revenue. I mean, there's no place for it to even go on your 1040, so it doesn't means test your Social Security or any of the other benefits, but we won't factor that into the calculation. So now we know the income we have to compete against. So let's, from a math standpoint, be really nice. Let's don't take into consideration the ordinary income tax that would be bled off. Let's use an outside investment that would have a cap gains approach to it. So let's say this guy could invest 50 grand a year for 10 years into, some brokerage account. And he does 10 years and then 10 years of no contributions and let it ride. How much income would he need to take at year 21 in order to equal the spendable of the 54.9 out of the insurance? Well, let's be nice again and apply only a 15% cap gains rate. So we take 54.9 divided by 0.85, which is 64,588. So our account has to be able to kick out 64,588 for us to pay 15% in taxes and have a net of 54.9. Okay, so now what we do is we keep working this math backwards. We take the distribution rate out of that brokerage account, which is very commonly 3.5%, not 6, because it's a depleting strategy, not a collateral strategy. So about 3.5% is typically used to show that you have about a 90% chance of not running out of money. So 3.5% distribution. So 64,588 is 3.5% of what number? That's $1,845,378. So this account has to grow to just over 1.8 million, meaning we fund it 50 grand for 10 years, let it ride, no contributions for another 10, and at the beginning of year 21, we need $1,845,000. So now we can calculate the rate of return it would take to get that figure. And that rate of return is just over 9.62%. 9.62, assuming a 1% money under management fee along the way, because you getting 9.62 without ever incurring a loss ever. You're going to need the very best planners that exist on the planet, and they're going to charge you at a minimum of 1%. So we're being nice there too. 9.62% without ever incurring a loss ever. Your account goes like this every single year, no losses ever, to get you to $1.84 million and be able to distribute the 3.5% in income, pay your cap gains tax, and equal the spendable income as that insurance that took no risk. Oh, and by the way, if you use the money in the investment account over that 20 years, you need to get a bigger return because it's a depletion. You would deplete it, go deploy your money somewhere, and this money is going to lose the opportunity to earn until you bring it back. On the insurance over that 20 years, if you collateralize it and use it, you never lose the opportunity to earn on it. So there's that too. But we don't even have to go into those benefits. We can just look at it from a mathematical standpoint of the income. And if that's what everybody's so focused on with their 401ks and their IRAs and their Roths, then yeah, I believe they aren't even comparable to the insurance. So why do they exist? Isn't that interesting? Why do those qualified plans then exist, to whoever made this comment? And I can give you the answer. It's because the government controls it. They control it 100%, not you. It's their money, not yours. So look, I have the privilege of working with very successful people. My clients put anywhere from $50,000 a year up to $500,000 a year into their insurance policies. And they do this for all these reasons. So if you find yourself, you might be a little bit younger and you don't want the results your parents got, or you might just be about my age and you're just sick of the rat race and you want to be the one in control of your money, I tell you what, man, we can show you how to do that. If you find this content valuable, please like it, share it, leave a comment for me. I'd really appreciate it. But ultimately, please know that God loves you and you're very special. And the way you choose to live your life today matters, because you're establishing how you're going to live your life with Him later. And know that you're blessed, know that you're loved, and have a great day.